Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and the list is too long for me to mention them now. I'll settle on lethal. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, good ball!
Alexander Pato really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Azar. It's Van Dijk. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Maguire. And it's Wan-Bissaka. And Wan-Bissaka. Not the most accurate pass. Eto'o.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Shevchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Pato. That is lovely. Vieri, Kaká, and he shoots!
Paris Saint-Germain definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponent...
Oh, he's been caught napping! And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Another corner. Any better luck this time round? It's their second corner of the game. This looks promising. It's a really well-measured ball. Flings in across. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Pass somewhat off target. Maguire. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's had a shot! It's there! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Could be danger here. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This for genuine comfort. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, any penalty that finds the net is a good penalty, even if that didn't convince.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's got away. Kaká! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
A case now of complete control. Turns back here, probably the best option. Wan-Bissaka.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Maguire. Azar. Ball's gone out of play. And it's gone back to the keeper. And the keeper's given it away. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
It's hard to believe we're only at half-time. The lead is 3, but for how long? It's anyone's guess. So we're underway for the second half. He's found a way through. Vieri. And it's Kaká. Cannavaro. And it's Khan. Pepe is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Now Kaká. Oh, that's nicely done. Kaká proves just a little bit too strong. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Cannavaro. And back to the goalkeeper. This game already looks like a fait accompli. And it's Ferdinand. Here's Cannavaro. And back to the keeper.
Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by...
Tries from a long way out. And he's stuck it away. You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
After 63 minutes, number 3, Serginho.
Paris Saint-Germain may be down, but not out just yet. Kaká. And he's been shifted off it. Rice. Serginho. Now, can they get him away? Totti providing an out... Takes a shot! And it's been hooked away. Darren Fletcher can so cleverly bypass the press. Neto. He's dribbled past his man here. Neto ploughing through the chance, surely! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Eto'o. Number 8, Kaká. Number 32, Vieri.
And it's Messi.
Number 9,
Totti does well not to be outdone there.
Number 24,
And here's Messi.
coming on the field. Number 42,
Messi
Semenyo.
showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite
Messi.
sort it out.
Number 11, Pushkash.
Now, can he beat his man?
Number 22.
Oh, he's
Neymar.
enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He's found the way through. Big chance! And that really should have been that.
Semenyo really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Hazard. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Silvestre does really well to win the ball there. That's good running with the ball. And here's Shevchenko. He has found a way through. Swings it across. Khan claims it. Safe hands. Neymar. Great defending, strong and determined. And that's been won straight back. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Played out towards the right wing.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. And that will be the final act. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
everybody,
it might not
and
feel
welcome
like
to
that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, for me, Jim, this one was always going to be about just one man. Always has been, always will be.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, a guy seemingly unbound by normal human limits.
Nothing is impossible, or perhaps it should be impossible as nothing.
Precisely. So to all that are with us, welcome to Zlatan. Chance to deliver. Bale. Messi. That's going across goal. That has not gone well. And here's Bale. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Rijkaard cuts it out. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Nothing much to report on so far, each side waiting to make their first move. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. That's a good ball out wide. This is a promising build-up. And here's Ibrahimovic. That's good defending, very good defending. Darren Fletcher. Kaka. Now it's Vieri. And he plays one through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Munich are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And here's Mbappe.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rijkaard, and that was asking for too much. Stam is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Mackay. Ibrahimovic. Great chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, he can be proud of himself, the goalkeeper, for rescuing a perilous situation.
Played out to the left flank. And here's Eto'o. And it's Kaka. Kaka! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Neither side yet able to find the net. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the run. Kaka. And the counter is on. Great vision. Oh, that's well spotted. Cafu. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Good running, strong and purposeful. And he's chosen to go back. Desai does well to get it back. Fletcher. And here's Mbappe. That is good strength. Mackay running with the ball. And it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Zola. And that is expertly dealt with. Kaka. Now it's Vieri. Roberto Carlos. Ibrahimovic. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's got his cross in. Looking to play him in. Chance for a shot! Goal! Lens! And it's Lens who take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 13, Gareth Bale.
Lens have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Aimed beyond the defence. Eto'o. Kaka. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Zola. Real chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. Impressive jump! Harmlessly behind. Just eases him off the ball. Can he get it through? And now they can clear their lines. Well, they've got it again. And it's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Munich really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Vieri, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. And here's Mbappe. And the shot!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Out for a throw. And here's Kaka. And it's Rijkaard. Some resolute defending there. Bale. And it's Rijkaard. Ambitious ball here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, this looks sharp. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Rijkaard. And they are prompt with their pressing. Distributed tidily. Lens appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Kaká. Oh, that's fabulous. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And now the breakaway. Eto'o running with intent. And here's Kaka. It's anyone's ball now. A wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Substitution on the field. Number
This is
13.
their second corner of the game.
Eto. Number 8. Kaká. Number 10. Mbappe.
Desai getting this one
Number
clear.
24. Fletcher. Number 3.
And now a sudden
Pepe.
chance to counter.
Coming on the field. Number 42. Semenyo. Number
Your impression
19.
so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. Okay, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Chiellini. Substitution in progress.
Pinches it off him. Not the most accurate pass. Messi.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Vinicius Junior. Look at the space. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Well taken goal. Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So they have it all to do again. And Messi! And it's in! And the comeback is complete! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Number 19.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do, and...
Joe! That is some save from Khan! And a truly agonising miss.
Duff really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, well played. And that was very necessary. Oh, good climb! He will be livid with himself. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the pass is intercepted. Koller, never the sort to be shot shy.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a lovely pass.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Deftly away. Well, that is one way to stop him.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Tries to play it, takes a shot! He's got a goal! They have stolen level at the last!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Now, can they get him away? Mbappe! Looking for options for movement. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both sides... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So things are underway. Vieri, with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
Germany with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. He's going to be disappointed with that. And Shevchenko! Andrei Shevchenko! The great Ukrainian goal machine!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Could move up a gear here. Nice looking ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Zanetti receives it in a good position here. Germany have their second corner now. Ferdinand tries to clear. He's found a way past. Stojkovic! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Spread out to the left. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Munich are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And here's Shevchenko. And the shot's on here. Shot, surely! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Pepe goes back to front. Tries to play it through. Vieri wants to run onto this. Semenyo. Rijkaard was in no mood for any of that. Kukçu. And the counter is on. And here's Stojkovic. He's shifting through the gears here. And he whips it in. And he's there to clear it. Semenyo. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. In he goes again. That is decidedly lacking. Rijkaard. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And this is Shevchenko. Now that is a hefty challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Mendes. Chance for a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Germany really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Germany have their third corner. And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Aims beyond the defence. He's picked his... Oh, he's been caught on it! He tries a shot! That's another chance! Goal! What a moment for the double centurion! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Messi. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He's had a shot! He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The keeper doing his best to put him off. Goal! Germany! Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Germany have their lead. And he's forced to go back. Pepe is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Darren Fletcher.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Lovely feet. Kukçu. Shevchenko. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
That's good play from him.
Now that looks a decent ball. And it's half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Munich really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Shevchenko. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rijkaard. Great ball, and he's in here. Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Shapes to shoot! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Stojkovic can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Mbappe, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Stojkovic.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Messi.
Such good technique.
Good driving run. And he shoots! Fletcher defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Substitution on the field. Number 32, Vieri. Number 42, Semenyo. Number 19, Messi. Number 24, Fletcher. Coming on the field, number 9, Alexandre Pato. Number 7, Vinicius Junior. Number 8,
Munich really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Pato. Pepe. And it's Kaka. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Nice control. Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! And that's a sharp finish. Once more they've done it. They just will not lie down.
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
And that is... Great chance! And he's straight offside. Stojkovic, some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Kaka, almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Vinicius Junior. Oh, it's come loose. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Mateus, can he spark a counter here? Doku, this is promising. Mateus, Doku, he's found some space. Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Stojkovic going face-to-face with his great rival.
Germany really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
He's got away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tato. Well, they could break here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Coming on the field is number 15, Raul.
Germany are making a change now. And it's Pato. That's tidy. And here's Raul. And this is Eto'o. Now, who's going to be first to this? Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Kukçu really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Germany really will have to throw everything at this now. Raul, and here's the chance to counter. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Vinicius Junior.
There will be 3
Board
minutes
shows there will be
time.
3 extra minutes. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And this is Pato. Raul. Oh, what has happened here? Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. So, who's he going to be aiming for here? Not the most accurate pass. And that's that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what...
Wih, squad yang mewah. Marcelo ada, Bruno Fernandes terbaru ada. Gila, ini squad apa ini? Musik. Wih, Red Laser. Rossi.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started.
Well, Peter, this is certainly a man who can make all the difference.
King Eric, surely one of the greatest ever to grace the English game. And you've got to say that alongside his class, he brought about a bit of a tactical revolution too.
Yeah, in an age where everything was fast and
Lewat.
And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
if he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Semenyo, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
And here's Vieri. Varane calmly anticipates.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Puskás. Good take, and is he in?
Anjing, nggak emas ngolong lah.
That has not gone well. Well read, nice interception. Rummenigge. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Cantona. That's a good run down the left. Now it's Cantona. And it's Seedorf. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Still goalless. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Darren Fletcher can see things others simply cannot. Semenyo.
Bersih.
Rafael Varane.
Mungkin mau skill ngono terus.
Skip
Oke,
past his
bekatnya
man.
ngono.
De Rossi. Cantona.
Oh, terus bekatnya.
Pepe is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Darren Fletcher. Rijkaard.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Messi. Puskas. Bruno Fernandes. Seedorf. Messi wins the duel this time. Darren Fletcher. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Darren Fletcher takes a shot! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
De Rossi. Some good persistent defending here. Cantona, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
Hazard really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Neither side giving way, it has been tight. And it's De Rossi. Seedorf. And it's De Rossi. Oh, it's a great ball here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Rafael Varane. Bruno Fernandes. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. No, he's not getting past him there. Messi, this is promising. That's good play. Steaming on, and the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Terrific effort!
Wah, sampai bener.
Denied by an instinctive... So, temporary halt to the action. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. And we are up to the break.
Munich really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now, stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. Away we go again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? The Rossi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Can he get it through? That is a brilliant interception. Seedorf. Cantona, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Semenyo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
St Mirren clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Semenyo. And here's Vieri. And still, we await the first breakthrough. De Rossi. Seedorf. Rummenigge. Over to the right flank.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Messi. Rijkaard. And it's Fletcher. Puskás. Puskás was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, it's come loose. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Puskás. Number 42, Semenyo. Number 19, Messi. Number 24.
Now there's a fine ball. It's loose now, they want to get it back.
Number 9,
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Number 13.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Number 8.
It's Raul!
Aku nak tahu.
That was
Masih.
routine save.
Raul really must be thinking what he has
Kau
to do to
tak
score
kono
there.
kak.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Maldini clears it
Merah
away.
dua.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Rijkaard. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Goblok.
Former number 3 coming up. Oh, great leap! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cantona receives it in a good position here. He's picked his way through. Hazard.
St Mirren really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
This looks... There's the shot! And yes, it's there! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings the power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Pirlo. And it's Robertson. Oh, it's played into the area. And he's there to clear it. Puskás.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Rijkaard. Drogba. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Both sides exercising caution for now. Driving on and making good progress. Kaká. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's nice. And this is Fletcher. And he's following up. And he can thump it away. And they're back on the ball again.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Vinicius Junior turns back here, probably the best option. Still goalless. That's a good run down the left. That's a throw. Pirlo is the team's great visionary. Good ball, good take. Chance to deliver. And that should get the job done. Oh, he's been caught napping. Ferdinand tries to clear. Mbappe. And it's Fletcher. Now it's Puskás. Hazard. Pirlo. Now it's Drogba. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pass somewhat off target. Saliba. Showing great feet there. Kaká.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Cross from Robertson. And that is well cleared. 30 minutes gone. Japan have got it back and they'll have another go. Puskás. And it's Rijkaard. Pirlo. Azar. Now this could be a chance. Drogba proves just a little bit too strong. Alexander-Arnold.
Goal!
Japan! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Superb timing to generate that power. He threw a really strong net behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Number 7.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now has he got the beating of his marker here? Mbappe. And it's Pirlo. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kaká running with intent. Ruben Dias gets across and deals with it. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Azar. And here's Drogba. Alexander-Arnold. Kaká can see things others simply cannot. Vinicius Junior. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And so the action is resumed.
Munich really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And smartly reclaimed. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Kaká quietly revving up. Darren Fletcher. Now it's Puskás. Pirlo. And Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. He's had it nicked away. Azar. And they can counter here. Robertson. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold going forward. And it's Azar. This looks promising. Robertson. Now the delivery. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Pirlo wins the duel this time. Vinicius Junior currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's very neat. Fletcher. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? And this, an opportunity to pull level.
Pakainya keluar agar langsung shooting. Good. Tuh soalnya ndek bang.
And they've got rid. Pepe is someone so often referred to as
Siapa nih belok nih
defender's
guri?
defender. Now it's Pirlo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Munich are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Looking to play him in. He's on it. Can he get away? He's picked his way through. Real chance! Goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Yo mati kan lagi. Posisi bang.
Substitution for Japan, number 7.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Squeeze it through.
Number 99, Fazio. Number 25,
Now it's Semenyo.
Mendes.
Can he get on the end of this? Semenyo, he's found a way through. That's good defending, very good defending.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Aduh.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really
Enggak,
well and stopped it.
CF lah. Apa kali enak bukan tuh juga. Oh, dia klik tuh.
Dominates aerially so often. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's put pay to the danger. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team.
It's rising! Goal! Japan! And they're back in front. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Japan with the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Cafu.
Japan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Delivers the ball. Neto. He's going to be disappointed with that. Pirlo ploughing through the middle. Raul. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough.
Crossing
Well,
aja
that
enak
was
on.
intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won.
Udah crossing aja enak on. Crossing bandai pi out kagak Chan. Mana ada gitu. Nah, mau mobil nih.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Our understanding is that it's going to be a 3-6-1 formation.
Well, I can only suppose that the plan is to play on the counter-attack, Peter, to lure the opposition up the field and...
Kaká! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Played towards the other side. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, a player I've been looking at for quite a while now, Peter, is this guy, Bastoni. He's always impressed me with the way he's gone about his game. He's physically dominant, he's very intelligent in his reading of the game and his positioning, and he's also now very confident in his possession and what he can deliver up the pitch.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Cafu, can he get on the end of this? Cafu! And it's Kaká. And here's Raul.
Orang tak orang pendek kok, orang pelan-pelan.
Raul. He's having a pop! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Foot in. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Raul picks it up out wide. Looking for options for movement. Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. Eto is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And it's Kaka. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Raul. He's a sharp little ball here. Still goalless at the moment. Carreras. Sabah are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Punched away. Kaka. And the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Sabah really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Sabah have their second corner now. And the keeper beats it away. And he opts to go forward. And now a sudden chance to counter. Carreras. Raul. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Raul cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Kaka. Well, that is one way to stop him. Cafu. Well, that pass isn't the best. That is ended up in no man's land. Messi. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Raul stood up well to him there. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And here's Pato.
Alexander Pato really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rijkaard does well not to be outdone there. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The next one, the news one,
and it's Kaka. In with the challenge. Messi. And here's Vieri. Now, can they get him away? Messi! Against the crossbar. Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cafu. That's really well manoeuvred. That's destined for the flank. And the referee says that is that for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Hello everybody, and this is
So very little to report. Nothing indeed in terms of goals scored.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. Back on the way then.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Carreras is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Good take, and is he in? Oh, that's great feet. Great chance!
Off
Off the bar! He leaps for it.
Kenapa nanti yang iku anjing? Dia nyandahan Donetsk. Melikutkan. Aku sidian gara-gara eFootball. Aku sudah gila.
What looked like an easy opportunity.
Football begitu. Kan kau
Schlotterbeck calmly anticipates. And it's Tata. And here's Vieri. And here's Messi.
Good game. Sasha,
Simplicity around this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Kimmich. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Referee has just said play on. Pass somewhat off target. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that looks a decent ball. It is still anyone's game, 0-0.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Messi. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And this is Batistuta. Good ball, good take. Eto'o. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease. He's having a hit! And for a moment, time stood still.
Substitution on the field, number 23.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Kakao. Coming on the field, number
Back towards
19,
the middle.
De Bruyne.
That has not gone
Number
well.
6, Bruno Fernandes.
We expected better, and so did he. Oh, easy pickings there. Vieri. Carreras. Now it's De Bruyne. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And this is De Bruyne. But a decent chance! And he's stuck it away. That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves any favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Substitution in progress.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Tries to pass it through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Mbappe! Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is De Bruyne. And here's Batistuta. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pato. No way through there. Kaka. Couldn't squeeze it through. Carreras. That has been slung wide. Thinks about the shot.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Vinicius Junior. He has found a way through. He's got a chance! And it's in! And right near the end, we have parity. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Number 15, Raul.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve.
The end time is up. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied.